What's up everyone? Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Before we begin, make sure to hit the like and subscribe and then hit the real subscribe button, which is the bell icon. We're posting 4 videos every day, so make sure to check back every single day. We're aiming for 20k subscribers and get a deal in the description if you haven't already. This is not financial advice. Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Let's begin. What's up guys, so just before we begin, make sure to hit the subscribe and bell icon. People aren't seeing our content and that's probably because you haven't hit the bell. Thank you again for all your support. We're so proud of the amazing community that we've built. So we're just taking a look at Elrond here, and as we can see, it does look as though it is still holding very, very strong indeed. We obviously had, this massive run up for Elrond, followed by this coiling motion that we saw throughout September where we come down, we basically retraced, coiled up nicely. We've actually had a nice little breakout here and we're still currently consolidating, aren't we? In between around this $215 area and this $275-ish area. We've been chopping it up in this area for a good while now. And you could argue now that we're actually looking more like, potentially looking something like this. We've got a bit of a resistance that we're stuck under, looking something like this now, where we are basically every time we come up to this level, getting a bit of a rollover. We're still holding this nice little trend line that we've been holding for a good while here. Every time that we've touched this, we have seen a nice bounce. So if we do start to see ourselves moving up again, it's quite clear that this kind of trend is scooping the price action up quite nicely to the upside, and Elrond looking really, really strong because of that. If we're just taking a look at our fib retracement tool here, as always, it gives us a good idea of some of the targets that we can be looking for. And you can see quite clearly on our chart, if we drag it from previous high to previous low, you can see here, resistance, support, resistance, flipped into support. Resistance here, flipped into support, resistance, come down and retest support on the 618. Massive run up to that $300 price target, psychological price target, as we said before, where we did get rejected. Then we come all the way back down looking for support, find it perfectly at the 078 here, really, really bullish. Come back up to the previous all-time high, get rejected, come back down, bounce off of this nice little, local trend line. We come back up to the previous all-time high here, get rejected again, break it, rejected, and we're basically just chopping up in and around that previous all-time high, aren't we? Currently around $246, which is the previous all-time high, I believe. Essentially looking for that next leg up, aren't we? And we do think Elrond, it's performing really, really well, isn't it, in the face of all this uncertainty. Obviously the market's been fairly bearish recently, apart from Bitcoin pumping up, and a lot of money has been rotating out of altcoins back into Bitcoin with it pumping up as well. But it does seem like, overall, Elrond is actually doing really well, consolidating really nicely here in and around that previous all-time high. Just basically we've just been consolidating, making a nice amount of structure here, potentially for that next leg up. Things looking very, very strong indeed. Holding support really nicely on the 20 moving average right now. We've also got the 55 if we do roll over. Overall, things looking good. Back down to fair value on our RSI. Obviously, the histogram looking fairly flat here after a fairly big move to the downside here in September. We've actually come back up here with some, a little bit of momentum increasing on the histogram as well. But overall, things looking pretty flat on our RSI and our histogram right now. Basically waiting for that next move, aren't we? And we do think, considering Elrond is looking like it's holding support really nicely, we could be looking at a nice little run up pretty soon. So short-term price predictions to finish off, then we'll keep things nice and short and sweet. If we roll over from here, we do have this level here in and around that $215 level, which is a key previous level here, basically in and around the previous all-time high here, where we did come up again. Obviously we had a big bearish divergence, down we go, and then we're back up to these kinds of levels here. Very key level of support there on that previous swing high. If we do roll over, that would coincide nicely with the 55. And if we start moving to the upside, obviously we are targeting that all-time high at $300-ish and beyond. And we do think Elrond, we've got a big 227 extension of $1,700, but we do think overall over $1,000 is very likely for Elrond by the end of the bull run, in our opinion. So that's it, guys. We'd like to thank everyone so much for their support. If you've got any questions or suggestions, please leave them down below, and don't forget to subscribe and then hit the real subscribe button, which is the bell icon, to stay up to date with the 4 videos that we post every single day. Remember, if you want to support the channel more directly and get a ton of benefits and insight, as well as joining our growing community, consider the Patreon or YouTube membership down below. You can also sign up to our free Telegram via the description as well. All the links are in the description for affiliate links for discounts and free crypto, so go check them all out below. There's plenty of goodness on offer. Please like and subscribe. We are Crypto Maximalist.